I'm Dr. Dan Giulianotti. I'm excited you're here because today we're going to talk about beliefs and how beliefs can literally change your life and how you can actually change your beliefs because beliefs are decisions that you're making. And all that may sound crazy right now, but bear with me because this is probably one of the most powerful things that I've come to understand, and it can literally change how you feel and look today and ongoing. It is incredible. In fact, a lot of the work that I would do in business or in medicine, certain areas that I'm in, is really based off of this stuff, right? We find that if somebody's not doing well in business or in their career, a lot of times it comes down to what I'm going to talk about today. So really pay attention to this. And the idea of this whole video and the title of this video is that beliefs are decisions. Like you can choose to believe what you want. And that may not sound that powerful yet, but really let's look at this for a second. So when you go through your day, what you think is based off of what you believe, right? So if you believe that money is scarce, you're going to think about how to save money. You're going to think about being frugal, not spending. If you think it's difficult to find a loving relationship or to have a loving relationship, you're always going to be thinking about what can I do to really make sure I don't lose this loving relationship. I'm never going to find somebody out there, right? So it's based on what you believe. So if you believe, let's just stick with money. Let's believe money is scarce. It's really, really hard to make and keep money, right? If you believe that, you're going to be thinking about that all the time. That's going to show up in your thought patterns very, very prevalently, right? So then what you're going to do after thinking that, then you're going to feel like that. You're going to feel scarcity. I really feel like I'm going to run out of money, right? You're just going to feel that way, feel anxious. And then you're going to take actions. Those actions are going to be to protect money, to maybe sell some things, to do all sorts of stuff, right? But it's beliefs underlie what you think. What you think is kind of how you feel, what you think and you feel that actually leads into what you do every day, and then that's kind of the cycle of it, right? So the amazing thing is that the belief that you have about money being difficult to make or money being difficult to keep or whatever your belief is about any area of your life, that belief is not actually truth. It is not actually fact. And that's incredible because if money was hard to make, if money was difficult or money was, difficult to keep, then there wouldn't be people in the world who would be able to do it, right? Or the same with the relationship. If it was actually true that being in a relationship is difficult or may never happen to you, maybe you were in a relationship before, or it's not absolute truth, right? So that's the point to understand, is that what you think is true, what your belief is about something, is not absolute truth, and many times it's false, and many times it's something that you kind of either had planted into your mind from some teaching when you're a child or some event during your life, and then you believed it, so then you thought about it, so then you felt emotions about it, so then you took action on it, and then more of the same result happened, right? So it's like this feedback loop. So imagine the fact that your belief about money being scarce is not true, because it's not. And that's what's the amazing part about this, is that you get to decide to change your belief. So if you have a belief in your life that's not serving you, people call them limiting beliefs, because some people will say it's a dissonance. Some people will say it's false beliefs. If you have a belief in your life that's holding you back, you can show yourself, you can ask yourself, is it actually true? Could there be other interpretations? Could there be other possibilities that are also true, right? And you don't have to believe that they're true, right? You can list out all the other possibilities, like money's easy to make. There are plenty of people in the world that have a lot of money. There's a millionaire that lives on my block next door, right? You can list out all those things, but you don't have to believe them. You just have to know that the belief that you have about money being scarce is not the truth. And that's just an example, right? So here's the amazing part. When you write out all the other possibilities and you realize the belief that you've had that money was scarce or relationships are difficult or I'm not good enough or whatever that belief is, you have listed out the other possibilities that could also be truth, right? You can choose, you can decide to believe, you can choose one of those beliefs and hold it as true for you. So it's the decision. You can say, you know what? I've decided I'm going to find that relationship and there's no other possibility. I'm going to do it. I've decided it. I've decided that the belief that relationships, I'm good enough and relationships will happen for me if I put in the work. You've decided that. You don't have to like force yourself to believe it. You don't have to adopt somebody else's belief. You can just decide. And the moment you decide that, the other one will still be there. It'll still show up, right? But the moment you decide that something else is true other than the belief that you had is the moment your thinking then changes, right? And then how you feel changes and the actions you take change. It's absolutely incredible to understand that the beliefs you have that underlie everything are not necessarily the truth and that you get to decide which one you want to believe. So imagine that the next time you're feeling frustration in life, the next time that you're having a difficult time with something, say, those are my thoughts. What would be the belief that's causing those problems? Okay. Well, is that belief true? Is it absolutely true? There's no other truth there in the world. Okay. It's not really absolutely true. Here are the other things that are true. All right. Well, the belief that I have isn't serving me, right? It's making me think horribly, feel horribly, take wrong actions. So why don't I choose? Why don't I decide to believe one of those powering truths? Because my belief was an absolute truth anyway. Why don't I decide to believe one of the other ones and take the actions, the emotions, and everything else, and the thoughts, take the benefit that comes with that. It is so cool. It is so powerful. I've seen people stuck in life, stuck in business, stuck in relationships, where once they understand this and they do it, it can absolutely change their day immediately, but it can change their life and their entire viewpoint of the world. All right. So that's it for today's video. I really hope this is helpful for you. It's kind of a really high level overview, but when you're stuck in life, come back to this because this is one of those things that can just open up doors for you, and I really hope it does. All right, so this is the end of the video. If you liked it, please subscribe. Please share this with a friend or family, and I'll see you in the next one.